If you're wondering about Talkspace, in this video, we're going to be diving into the Talkspace service online on the desktop. They do have an app, but this is going to specifically look at their desktop version. We're going to be looking at pricing, the sign-up process, and just going through their website. If you want more online mental health reviews, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below with what type of review article I should look at next. Let's dive into Talkspace. As you can see, it's very clear what Talkspace is about. They're about these different types of therapy. And I think their how it works page is a pretty good place to start. That's how it works. You take a brief assessment, you get a match, and you start therapy. Of course, you'll also notice the $100 off the first month. We'll go through pricing later. Pretty clear what the benefits of online therapy are. It's convenient. You can sort through different therapists. It is a lot of value and it adds more convenience. Talkspace is great too because they have an extensive list of insurance providers, which I'll look at later as well in the pricing section. Okay, so let's get started. It's real simple. You would simply choose what you're looking for and get going. So we're going to try the most common option of online therapy. As soon as you get started, you'll see this page right here. And we'll just go through the whole sign up process. They ask you about your sleep, your physical health. They ask you about your preferences, date of birth, state, or if you live outside the states. And then you are almost done. But so this is where Talkspace is really great. One, if you have an organization that specifically covers Talkspace, which a lot do, you can use this option as well. But it offers a ton of different insurance plans. If you are paying out of pocket, there are better, cheaper services. There are cheaper and more affordable services if you are paying out of pocket. See my Call Mary video. But if you have insurance, there's a good chance that Talkspace has connected with your insurance provider and that you can get most of the Talkspace fees, if not all of them, covered by insurance. So here's just, you see, they have so many different insurance providers. It really is quite special. Here are their pricing plans, which you covered in the review article as well. But they primarily offer 30-minute sessions or text messaging. There's also workshops available if you are on their premium plan. My personal opinion is that texting therapy, I don't know if it's worth it. I'm even skeptical about the 30-minute sessions as well. I know some people find a lot of use in 30-minute sessions, and I'm not here to belittle it because it can be of a lot of use. I just know in my personal journey that I tend to need a little bit more longer time with a therapist. Talkspace doesn't offer a longer conversation, which is unfortunate. It's a real ding against them. You can see that if you sign up quarterly or biannually, you save 20%. However, one of the most common reviews, and we'll get to reviews in a little bit, one of the most common negative reviews is that if you cancel your subscription before it's complete, you have to pay the rest of your subscription. So if you sign up for a month and you only did one session, you'd be obligated to pay for the remaining 3 months. This is the single most common negative complaint that I've seen. Something to be aware about. You can easily switch providers, you can easily switch therapists, but you are locked in to the duration of the billing cycle. You should know about Talkspace is that they are in a legal proceeding, a class action lawsuit for misrepresenting their privacy policy and also for perhaps mislabeling some of their services. They do have a little bit of a tendency to present things a certain way. Let me explain. Right here, we have 60,000 five-star reviews. But if you look at them right here, these are comments, not reviews. Most of these are positive comments, yes, and these are valid, but they aren't five-star reviews. We personally find it difficult to believe that they have 60,000 five-star reviews when on their apps, the Google and Play Store, they've received around 20,000 reviews with an average of a 4.5 rating. It's just unlikely that they have 60,000 reviews, 5-star reviews, and they don't really mention any of the other negative reviews. We found many negative reviews online, from Trustpilot to other sources online, to the Better Business Bureau. It's important to note that there are only a few hundred negative reviews. And when you look at the vast number of people who've downloaded the app, over 20,000 have left reviews. Talkspace's financial statements indicate that they have helped over 2 million people. So they're helping a lot of people. And for only hundreds of negative reviews, it's not bad. But it's also important to note that this is slightly askew as well. This does do a very good job about vetting therapists, making sure you're matched with a high quality, certified, licensed person who has a degree of training and experience. Good news is that online therapy does have significant research saying it is about equal to in-person therapy. I know I'm a little bit skeptical about myself. I personally prefer in-person, but I also recognize that it's not for everyone. And the clinical research does seem to back it. And by the way, when I say research, I'm not just talking about the research that's listed on the Talkspace website. I'm talking about the best type of research, which is recent, 2021. And this is a meta analysis of live psychotherapy by video versus in person. You can see their conclusion right here is just pretty darn strong. Clinically, therapy is no less efficacious when delivered via video conferencing than in person, with efficacy being most pronounced in CBT for affective disorders. Live psychotherapy by video emerges not only as a popular and convenient choice, but also one that is now upheld by meta-analytic evidence. So there you have it. Online therapy does work, even though me being a hardcore believer in therapy, I do prefer in person. Just to wrap up our review of Talkspace and how the website works, it's all very simple. It's seamless. It is a valuable service overall, especially if you have insurance. However, if you don't have insurance, there are better options. And I would be highly skeptical about the text messaging. I don't know how helpful that is. I do think talking in person, or at least over video conferencing, is a great idea. So there you have it. Let me know in the comments if you have ever tried Talkspace before. If you also go to the review article on online mental health reviews, you can contribute your rating to the review of Talkspace in the comment section as well, which has a more detailed way to connect your comment to the overall review. You can also leave me a comment what thing I should review next, what online mental health service I should look at next. Be sure to subscribe for more updates. Okay, namaste.